Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hello. Okay. There's that. I'm a Valentine. What is up, everybody? I'm a Valentine here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma Valentine. I want to be so great that you want to be great with me. So, y'all, today we're going to talk about the truth about being a barista. Things that you don't know, things that people don't tell you, things that you wouldn't see from the outside, because there's a lot to it. I feel like there's really like a big social aspect to it that like I have just never seen anyone talk about. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna yap about it myself. Alright, y'all, I actually wrote some stuff down, so I'm gonna use this and let's get into it. Okay, so number one, there is a whole social scene to it that's never been discussed. Let's talk about that for a minute. When you think about barista, you're like, okay, the easiest job on the planet, obviously. Obviously, all you're doing is talking to people and making coffee. Like, how hard could it actually be? The thing is that I think that sometimes people forget how crazy human beings are. Like, we're all so fucked up in our own ways. So like, the way that, okay, let me give you an example. Let's say that I'm going through a divorce right now, right? And you have it's nobody else's like fault. Nobody has any clue that I'm getting a divorce. But I am gonna go to the cafe at 4:30 in the morning and like make a barista feel like shit because they asked my name for an order. Like, it's the little stuff like that. And it's like, I don't think that anyone considers how much you have to like be socially aware about other people's feelings and problems just because you're taking their coffee, just because you're taking their order. And like, and not to say that it's a bad thing, but it's just like you're dealing with everyone just as they are. So yeah, that's one aspect of it. Another aspect of that social scene is the social scene behind the bar, like management, supervisors, like the actual baristas themselves. Sometimes you have cafe owners who are like, it's a whole thing. So it's like you're still working in a company dynamic, right? Like wherever you're at. And so similarly to other jobs, it's like you're still dealing with that same like hierarchy, those same issues that kind of come with just working with people, working with, you know, bosses that are like maybe hypercritical, or like bosses that are like too chill and they don't hold anyone accountable, or like sometimes you'll be working with the owner who is like way too just like nitpicky, or like I've worked with people where they're always watching the camera. Like they will listen to your conversations through the camera. Like there was one time I worked for like a privately owned cafe, and this guy asked me a question of where something was, and like the owner literally texted me the answer to the question. Jaw-dropping moment for me. Had to get out of there. Had to get out of there. And it's like, it's weird because it's like you don't think about that when you think about like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get this cute little barista job. Like, no, you're not thinking like, oh, I'm gonna be heavily surveilled like at all times. But like, no, a lot of times I feel like that's what it ends up being, because like coffee has this way of becoming your baby. So of course, like if it's your baby, like you want to make sure your baby is being watched properly, right? It's not that I don't get the sentiment. Like, it's just that being the person that is constantly watched, it feels insane when you're literally just making coffee. Like you're making coffee and like being nice to people all day. Okay, cool. Next, there's a surprising amount of ups and downs. Again, from the outside, it seems like such a chill job, but like the way that you can have a small disagreement with a coworker and it feel like you're about to fall off a cliff. Like the intensity level sometimes is just like, it feels a lot deeper than coffee. So like, don't come into this game or whatever thinking that it's gonna just be sweet all the time, because it's not. Like, I have found that there have been so many toxic managers in just the cafe space, just because that's the space I've been in a lot. Of course I've worked like a little bit of retail before, but like I think it's just the same thing, just hella toxic managers. Like there's a lot of incompetence just getting covered up with people's ego, and like I feel like you at a certain point start to just like change a little bit to try to become someone like that, because you don't want it's like you have to try to protect yourself at a certain point, because there's so many like nitpickers and like just toxic management like anywhere, everywhere, that it's just like you at a certain point start to like morph a little bit. Like you have to form like a bit of a shell, because it can get really rough. It can be really depressing sometimes, but then you'll have some really like amazing shifts that'll make you feel like, you know, actually it's all chill, it's all worth it, it's just coffee. Like, what was I even talking about? So yeah, I talked about kind of how the management, there's like surveillance, there's a lot of unkind people, excuse me, unfortunately, in the space. And I feel like a lot of these things can just apply to the working world in general. Like, it's not just for being a barista or like working in a cafe, but I'm like, I kind of just want people to know that like it's the same thing at cafes too. Like the same way where you'll work in an office and you have like really rude people, or like HR might not be having your back how they're really supposed to, or like you just have a coworker that's just like on your ass for no reason and they think that they're the manager. Like, these same things apply in the cafe space. Like, it's the same thing. Like, stuff really just, and it's like, it could all be so simple, but you gotta make it hard. Like, it really has the potential to just be such a perfect, like, place to be. And yet, alas, human beings, like, human being-ism is just constantly, like, overcomplicating things, like, making more work. And, like, even me now, like, I'm in the management space now, like, I'm a shift supervisor. So, like, even me, like, I have become a part of, there's always something to do, right? So, like, I end up finding more work for people to do, because it's just like, what is it? Work expands to meet the time allotted. Yeah, I believe in that theory. Yeah, there's always some factors that create stress for you, and a big one is that the coffee is the least of it. Like, if you are somebody that's like, oh, I really love coffee and I want to be in the coffee world because I love coffee and I love measuring coffee and adjusting like all the like tweaks and bits and bolts of coffee. I love espresso machines and the machinery of it all. I love the technique. I love pulling espresso and like perfecting espresso and like trying different things with espresso. I love steaming milk. Steaming milk, I personally, my favorite thing to do. I love it so much. It's so satisfying. It's so fun. Like, it's the best. And you're thinking to yourself, I should work at a cafe specifically because I want to be able to do those things all day. Baby, you're gonna be washing them dishes. Okay? You're gonna be taking that trash all day. You're gonna be talking to people, rude or nice, all day long, all day. And you might get on that bar sometimes. Like, for me now, I feel like ever since I've become like on the manager side of it, I'm barely on that bar. And like, whenever I get to steam milk, I want to just like stay there. Like, I just want to, I wish I could just steam milk all day and just say, thank you, have a good day, all day. Just say, thank you, have a good day. Just steam milk, thank you, have a good day. That would be so fun. But alas, like, them dishes need to be washed, sweetheart. That trash is overflowing, sweetheart. That customer needs a refund, sweetheart. Like, it's just the actual coffee part is like, it takes the least amount of your energy out of everything else. So like, I think Starbucks used to have this saying, or like the CEO had like a thing where he was like, I'm in the people business selling coffee. It's true. It's so true. You're really in the people business. It's like, I feel like to actually want to stay on the barista scene, and like, if you actually want to become like a successful person, a kind person, and like me, I want to own cafes one day. Like, I love the whole concept of a coffee shop. Like, I love the whole concept of a cafe, like as a meeting space, a third space. Like, I find so much of I have a romantic idea about that, like in the sense of the beauty of people coming together, the beauty of people being able to like feel safe in a space. Like, I love that idea so much, and I feel like that's a big part of what's kept me in the cafe space, and like wanting to grow, wanting to know more, so that by the time I am in the financial position to own my own cafe space, and even in the the position to be courageous enough to own my own cafe space, that I will be confident that I can put people where they need to be able to run it for me, and I can continue working on my music and working on my like art and my projects, and still like maybe managing a little bit from the side. But I want it to be able to like run itself and me be confident that I can handle that, right? So, but I feel like, you see how I have like almost an ulterior motive to it? Like there's something else that's keeping me in it, that's driving me to where like if I am not on the bar for a day or for weeks, or I don't get to steam milk for like 3 weeks or like whatever because I'm doing all the other stuff, then it's like it's okay for me because I know why I'm here, and I have something to remind myself of why I'm here, like why I'm still in the space. But I feel like if you truly are just like a connoisseur, you will get into the cafe space and be surprised by how little that you actually get to like engage in the fun of the actual like coffee part. Like you will be engaging with people all day, even if you're not talking to customers. Your manager, like I'm telling you, even your supervisors, like they will be asking you questions, they'll be down your throat, girl. Like they just, people being people, like you will have people all around you. It's gonna come from customers, it's gonna come from management, it's gonna be good, it's gonna be bad. Like manage your expectations. Okay, cool. And another one, this is the way I put, it's never just coffee, but it is just coffee. This phrase is such a gaslight. You will say it to yourself, people will say it to you, for better or for worse. I can't tell you how many times I have brought an issue. This is like in the start of my coffee career. I would bring an issue to my manager, like something that's kind of serious, and he would be like, it's just coffee, Alma. It's just coffee, Alma. And like you will hear it so often because, like I said, it's a gaslight. It's such an easy way to just like shrink down whatever it is and tell you like, hey, you're overreacting. It's just coffee. It's just coffee. And it's just like, but is it though? Is it really? No. This is the entire scope of humanity in a cafe. You don't understand. Like you literally don't understand. But yeah, it's really not just coffee, but at the same time it is. Like you almost have to gaslight yourself a little bit sometimes, because I feel like, y'all, just to be so for real, live in a capitalistic society, you're gonna have to have a job one way or another, okay? So if you actually want to work in a cafe and you enjoy it, there's sometimes where you have to like shrink low-key, and it's, I know that sounds so weird, but hear me out, okay? Hear me out. We live in a capitalistic society. We have a working world. We have a set list of ways that you have to act in order to survive in that. If you are not somebody who's willing to die on the hill of being right where you are, or you're not willing to like join a cause that is going to make things right, or kind of like push and like force things to be right, there's gonna be times where you have to lose, and it sucks ass. It really sucks, because you're a full human being as you are, right? Like you are a fully realized human being, but you're working with people where, like I said, there's a hierarchy. Like there's gonna be times where like you are right, but you can't be right if you want to keep that fucking job. because like you're working with people's egos, you're working with people that have given up their dreams, like you're working with people who have shrunk in order to do well where they are, in order to get where they got. And it's just like you have to make that choice of like, is this, you really have to just choose your battles. Like there's just some times where it's like, hey, like I might have been right about this thing, but I'll never receive an apology, or I'll never get to be right because this is how they want it done. And it's like you just have to go with that. And the thing is, and this is kind of gonna lead me to a different point, like always have to have something going for yourself outside of the job. Like do not make your job your world. Coffee itself can be your world, right? But jobs are so imperfect because you're always working with imperfect people who are always trying to improve. There will be something that they tell you, hey, don't ever do this thing. 2 weeks later, they're like, hey, we want you to always do that same thing that they just stressed you to never do, right? And it's because there's always priorities changing. Like it's a constantly changing thing. Like it's like the world. Like remember when they used to, there was people predicting that people wouldn't want little mobile phones. Like who needs that? We have one in the car, we have one at the house, nobody's gonna need it. And meanwhile, we can't live without our phones. Like my phone was dying, like girl, I can't go anywhere. I can't go anywhere now. Like that has my money. It has everything. It literally has everything. It has my Metro card, like everything, because I live in DC, y'all. But can't live without it. It's in the same way that the world is constantly changing. Like the coffee world is a world in itself, right? Like the same way the auto industry is it's a world in itself. Like the coffee industry is always changing as well. Like people are always finding new ways to make coffee, things that you should do, things that you shouldn't do. There's rules that were fake and made up that actually helped a certain business profit, but it was like so well marketed that everyone thought that it was true. And so now we have all these rules, and then there's people that's like, hey, actually let's test that and let's undo that. And it's just like it's a lot going on, right? And so if you don't have anything outside of that going on for yourself, you will be going with the ups and downs. And just as a human being, like, it's already gonna be a task for you, right? Like, it's already gonna be a task because you are a person that has had a whole life experience. You've had your own set of fucking trauma. You might still be in a traumatic state, but as a part of this capitalistic structure that we have, you have to work, right? So that being said, my recommendation is have some sort of mental angling towards a dream that you have for yourself, a mental angling towards a goal that you have for yourself, a way of life that you really truly hope to achieve in your heart. And I swear to you, like, when you get to those points where you're like, what am I doing here? What is my life? Fuck my fucking chungus life. Like, when you get to those points, it will help you to have a mental angling to just be like, but one day I will be XYZ. One day I will be able to XYZ. That's what it does for me. Like, me, I'm a music artist. I am a YouTuber. Like, I have so many dreams and so many goals, and like I have so many places I want to go, things I want, like places I want to visit, hot people that I want to date. Like, I have a vision for my life, right? And there's sometimes where, like, I had a rough day yesterday. I had a beautiful day before at work, and then I got into work, something just, I guess it triggered me a bit. It like really upset me, frustrated me. Took me a minute to like get back right. I had like some conversations with some coworkers that really helped me out, but like it really threw me, right? And I'm kind of ruminating about it. But because I have these musical dreams, because I have these YouTube dreams, because I have all these different goals, and like I have a mental angling towards what I want in my life. Like, let's say that, and the reason I say mental angling, let's say that I didn't actually make this YouTube video, but I knew that one day I wanted to. That's the mental angling. Let's say that I genuinely was dealing with a bout of depression right now, and I couldn't move and I couldn't do anything today, but I knew in my mind that one day I will make a video like this, or I will be a YouTuber. That's the mental angling part. Because there has been times where I haven't had the energy to make YouTube videos. There's been times where I have been dealing with depression, grief, trauma, processing things, and didn't have what I needed. I didn't have support. I didn't have food. Like, there's been times, bro, and that's like, this is just real shit. Like, there's sometimes where that's where you're at in your life. And if you're watching this video and you're kind of at that point in your life, bro, I'm not telling you to get up and just start, because sometimes you don't have the energy, but I'm telling you, like, literally just have a mental angling in your mind of like, one day I will be able to XYZ. And I promise you, like, there's just somehow there's like this force in the universe that starts to like make it a way for you to take a step. It's like lily pads, like walking on lily pads. It's like one just keeps springing up for you, and it's like you could sink. That's why you don't stay there long. It's like you have to have something outside of work that gives you life force. And again, it can be a part of the coffee world. If coffee is your life, that's okay. Just don't make that specific job your life, because it's run by imperfect people. Founders are imperfect people. Shit, I'm an imperfect person. My cafe is gonna be fucking imperfect as well. I can't get it 100% right. Like, I just won't be able to. And so there's gonna be times where, like, I'm sure the people that I work with will be frustrated by me. It's an imperfect place, so you have to have like something outside of it that's driving you. So even when things are not going well there, you're not defining your work or your worth based on your work there. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm just a big person that's progress over perfection. Like, I'm not a perfectionist. I got out of that shit like quite a while ago, and I have to keep making sure that I don't fall back into that just because other people are like that. So like, you can't let other people's way of being determine how you feel about yourself as a person. So have something else going for you outside of work. Like, you might be somebody that loves crafts. Like, do your crafts. Like, run that craft account. Like, nothing will come overnight. Like, I really don't believe in that. Like, we're not all nepo babies. Like, shit's not all gonna come overnight for us. But it's like, you can do something. Like, you can have at least a mental angling. You can make small moves every day, or every other day, or every 3 days, every 4 days, every week, just to make your life better, more enriched, just to have the life force that you need to keep going. Yo, my camera might die, and if it does, I'm gonna be so sad because I'm yapping away. All Alright, y'all. Another thing that I'll say before I end is that this is such an addictive job. Like, working in coffee is such an addictive job. And part of it is the actual coffee itself and the caffeine and like the sugar that's constantly around you. And then another part of it is like, even though it's an up and down all the time, it is a roller coaster. And roller coasters give you a rush. So when you have this busy line and your adrenaline's fucking pumping, you're carrying ice and fucking 5 milks at the same time, and you're like, what do you need? Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. You need vanilla? I got you. And you're like holding the team down, and when the team is fucking locked in, when I tell you, oh, there's no better feeling. When you feel connected with your coworkers and you got them and they got you, and like let's say somebody gets you something before you even got to ask them for it, like you're like, hey, could you get me and they sit it down. When I tell you, bro, no better feeling. It feels great. Like, there's definitely so many wonderful sides to being a barista, and like it's so fun. Like, even after I say all this shit about it, it's still so fun, and that's what makes it addictive, because it's like you get all this bullshit with it, but then there's some stuff that's just like, bro, I love this shit. Like, this is what we do it for. This is what we in it for. This is why we do this. This is why we love this. This is why it's a lifestyle. Like, and I feel like I kind of wanted to start talking about being a barista as a lifestyle, because I really do find like there's a coffee lifestyle. Like, it's a way of being now. Like, being a barista is a whole thing, and I feel like it's one of those things that doesn't get shed a whole lot of light on, for real. And me personally, like, I call my music coffee trap, like caramel indie sister, like pink R&B. Like, it's heavily inspired by my lifestyle, right? And like who I am, who I feel like coffee people are. And I feel like if you fuck with coffee, you live in like fuck with a cafe space, like you're a cafe person, like you will really like my music. So coffee trap, like, it's a part of my world, you know what I mean? And I want to just make sure that I'm incorporating that into my whole I'm a Valentine thing. And I feel like, yeah, it's on brand for me to talk about that, and it's like, it is my job. This is a way for me to make lemonade right now, because I've been having some ups and downs, and like, you know, there's things that I have gotten better at and I've grown in, things I still need to grow in, but I'm like, shit, I can start sharing with the world and with you guys, like, stuff that's going on, things that you might want to know, like things to look out for, some tips on how to navigate stuff. So yeah, that's just kind of what I got going on today. That's what I've been thinking about. Had a rough day yesterday, but this is, like I said, me making lemonade, making a video to help other people, to entertain other people about it. And yeah, this has been fun, y'all. There's definitely more to it, and I'm planning to make more videos about this, about being a barista, like what it's like being in the coffee world, stuff like that. But yeah, comment below what you want to see from me next. I have a ton of other content that's not just about this, because I'm also fully a music artist, y'all. Literally, I have like, what, 400 songs, maybe a little under 400 songs out, so check those out. My SoundCloud is a hidden gem. I'm a Valentine on SoundCloud. I'm telling you, it is a fucking hidden gem. Okay, and then of course I'm a Valentine on all platforms. I got some wilder songs, a lot of risque stuff, a lot of like very like sensey, and then I've got some more chill stuff, you know, R&B stuff, a little bit of hip-hop splish splashes on that, even some UK drill style stuff, and I'm still experimenting, still got a lot of stuff on the way. I got an album coming out May 1st. Actually, it's gonna be really fun, really good, really amazing, and I'm very excited. It's called The Feeling Is Mutual, and I'm so excited for all of you to hear it. And love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below what you want to see from me next. Subscribe, of course, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Oh, I messed up my lip. No.